Hello friends, welcome to the channel Art Kanna Art. Today in this video we are going to see about the basics of color theory. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Nature's palette contains more shades of green, more shades of blue, more shades of red and more shades of yellow and so on than could possibly be available in art material store. This add a lot of confusion to an art student. So, what's an artist to do? The solution is so simple. Become better familiar with color theory. What is color? Color is the element of art that involves light. Color is produced when light waves strike an object and are reflected into our eyes. In physics, color is associated specifically with electromagnetic radiation of a certain range of wavelengths visible to the human eye. Vision is obviously involved in the perception of color. A person can see in dim light, however, he cannot be able to distinguish colors. Only when more light is present do colors appear. So, light of some particular intensity is necessary for color perception. Moreover, the manner in which the brain responds to visual stimuli must also be considered. For example, even under same condition, the same subject may appear red to one observer and orange to another person. The perception of color depends on vision, light and individual interpretation. So, an understanding of color involves and relates to physics, physiology and psychology. To see color, you need to have light. When light shines on an object, some spectrum of colors bounce off the object and others observe it. Our eyes only see the colors that are bounced off or reflected. For example, an apple reflected the spectrum of red, so it looks like red. A lemon reflected the yellow, so it looks like yellow. Blue sky, green grass, oranges and purple flowers or all seems to look in this phenomena. The sun's rays contains all the colors of rainbow mixed together. This mixture is known as white light. When white light strikes a whiteboard or paper or milk, it appears white to our eyes because it observes no color and reflects all colors equally. So, the board, paper and milk looks like white. A blackboard or our black hair observes all colors equally and reflects none, so it looks black to our eyes. Now come to the point. In fine art, the artists consider black and white as colors. Physically, though they are termed as colors and are tubed and are very much used in making color mixtures, they are not colors. Logically, physics states that white is the 100% of full light and black is the 0% of light. That means white is the pure presence of light and black is the complete absence of light. When there is light, there is color. The intensity of light from black to white gradually reveals the various colors in our surrounding space. In fine art, white and black are used to mix with another colors to create tints and shades. A color can be mixed with white, creates various tints depending on the amount of white. Any tints that are derived from any color mixed with white are termed as tints of that particular color. For example, tints of yellow, tints of red, and tints of blue, and so on. Tints are used to denote the light. In the similar way, a color can be mixed with black, creates various shades depending on the amount of black. So, we learned that any shade that is derived from any color mixed with black are called as shades of a particular color. As like the above list, shades of orange, shades of green, shades of purple, and so on. Contrary to the tints, shades are used to define the shadow. So, this is the basic theory of color. Next, we are going to study on hue, saturation, intensity, value, primary, secondary, and tertiary colors in our next upcoming videos.